Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Terence Crawford said, I ain't messing my money up. Now, he came out and he let the world know that when it comes to him and Canelo and that big fight in September, Crawford telling y'all right now, I'm waiting on Canelo in September and going to shock the world in Riyadh season. Now, there are a lot of people who are concerned about Crawford not fighting until September. They're saying, okay, why would he sit out the ring so long in an inactive state, knowing that he's going to be going against a guy like Canelo, who's going to be active and firing on all cylinders, especially when this is going to be Crawford's first time bubbling up to 168. Now, what I'll say is we all know Crawford. Where we at right here? We know Crawford is the consummate professional. He has an outstanding team around him, okay? And they know Canelo's strictly business, like EPMD. Canelo don't mess around. So I do believe Crawford is going to have his ducks in a row. He may not have an officially sanctioned fight, but I'm sure the type of work he's going to be putting in is going to do more than knock the rust off of him being in an inactive state. Now, I think we need to really take a look at how we want to define inactive when it comes to Terence Crawford sitting out an officially sanctioned boxing match as he gets ready to enter the fight with Canelo in September. Now, for me and Crawford, I think inactive is just that, not fighting in an officially sanctioned boxing match, but it's not inactive as him sitting on the couch eating Cheetos and chilling. No, he's going to be very active. He just won't be in the ring in front of with a bunch of cameras and an officially sanctioned bout. But he's going to be fighting, staying sharp. Crawford knows that he can't afford to, out of all of his fights, he can't go Andy Ruiz after Andy Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua and decide to take it to the stupid and start blowing his money, partying, and doing a bunch of bullcrap. Because we saw what happened when he had the opportunity to fight Joshua again. For the rematch. He lost, and he's never looked the same since the loss. The money ruined Andy Ruiz. With Terence Crawford, he's been making money for a while. So I don't think Crawford is going to sit here and get the biggest fight of his career, make the most money he's ever made, and decide to take it to the stupid and go the Andy Ruiz route, and then enter the fight, lose, and then come back and start making excuses. No, he's going to be firing on all cylinders, and it doesn't mean he's going to win. He has a good chance to win, but he's going to make sure that the fight is as competitive as a Crawford at 100% can possibly make it. And that could result in him getting the victory. But for those of you who are saying, okay, Crawford should fight, doesn't matter what you say, Hood, doesn't matter what Crawford's justification for his being out the ring. Crawford should be fighting. It doesn't matter who he fights. He fought Evander Cien before Spence. That helped him staying active, getting the rust off. Why isn't he approaching this Canelo fight the same way? I'm going to tell you why, in my opinion, right? Because I can't speak for Crawford. We just have conversations, right? None of us know unless you fucking talk to him. I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I think it's because of the amount of money this man's going to make. Why go out here and try to defend his WBA title at 154 and run the risk of losing to one of them killers down there at 154 pounds? But he can just chill and go and scrap with Canelo in September. Now, when we start talking about, okay, well, what's really at 154? You know, I keep talking about this, but when you take a look at 154 for Terence Crawford, look at these names, man. He already fought Majumov, which was a tough fight for him. Murtazaliev is a boogeyman. Nobody talks about Murtazaliev because I think Murtazaliev I think he can beat everybody. Fundora, I keep hearing this shit about Fundora and steroids. I hope it ain't true. But Earl Spence suggested that Fundora may be on the cocktail. And that'd be horrible if that's true. But Fundora could be a problem for Crawford. Ortiz Jr. and Majumov are getting ready to fight. And Ortiz Jr., you can never rule him out. Him and Majumov, you're going to be interested. If Ortiz Jr. can beat Majumov, I'm going to start speaking very highly of him again. I think he's a solid fighter, but I thought he was great at 147. The Rabdo, to me, kind of took something out of him. and I just don't think he's the same. But him against Madrimov, well, we're gonna see how that goes because I think Ortiz Jr. Lost hands down to Bohachuk. Bohachuk against Crawford would be a horrible matchup for Crawford. Tim Tszyu wouldn't fight him. I think Crawford would get Tszyu with no problem right now. Conwell is all right, but I don't think Crawford would struggle. Ramos and Mendoza, I mean, again, you kind of favor Crawford, but, those are tough fights. But when you take a look at the WBA ranking, let's say the WBA comes on and they say, look, you are the no kidding WBA World Super Welterweight Champion. Now we want to throw you in there with Lubin. Now we want to throw you in there with Kurbanov, with Barrow, with Jonas Tejas. We want to throw you in there with some of these guys. Crawford has to face a mandatory, and he has to go in a fight with someone who's going to be fully dialed in, 100% prepared for Crawford. And it's going to be a fight that's going to be hard for him. Any fight Crawford gets in now, those fights are going to be hard. You know why? Because he's got guys who are coming in there gunning for him now. And these are guys where Crawford doesn't necessarily have a size advantage. He may not even have a reach advantage. So he's pretty evenly matched up. He's got the skill set. He's more technical. He's got the IQ. But the other things where Crawford may have had an advantage, that shit goes away now. So his skills, his technical ability, his IQ can carry him only so far with somebody who may not be able to match him in that, but they have skill, they have technical ability, they have IQ, and they're bigger than him. Okay? So, yeah, I think Crawford's doing the right thing by saying, look, I ain't messing my money up. Y'all give Hood Champion that donation for that fried rice and chicken wings. Y'all mess y'all money up, but I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to sit here. I'm not getting involved in anything, and I'm going to wait till it's my time to fight Canelo. And remember, for those of you who are thinking if Canelo loses in his fight, because he's supposed to be fighting either Jamal Charlo or some guy named, let me see if I can show you. Matter of fact, since we're talking, I'll show you who Crawford's Canelo's supposed to be fighting. Let me see if I can find the guy's name. Sarkasi. Oh, right here. Bruno Sarasi. He's from France. So this is the guy here who Canelo could be fighting. It's either Bruno Sarasi or Jamal Charlo in May. But this is Sarasi right here. Okay. 26. Oh, he's 6 feet tall. So what's his reach? Yeah, they're not showing his reach on here. No, they don't have it. But looks like a scrapper, man. I don't know if he beats Canelo, but anyway, that's who Canelo's supposed to could be fighting. But and then you got Jamal Charlo, I keep saying the wrong name. But nonetheless, Terence Crawford's doing the right thing. Sit back, chill. This the idea of him fighting these killers at 154. Just don't think it'll be smart. And even Crawford knows that shit wouldn't be smart. And for those of you who are saying that Crawford would just outbox and make these fights look easy against these guys at 154, you got to be real about this. No, he will not. He didn't make that shit look easy against Madrimov. Did he win, to me, almost every round? Yes. Did he easily win those rounds? No. Hell no. Okay? So, anybody at 154 outside, I think Tim Tszyu he could clip him, no problem. And I like Tim Tszyu. But for Crawford going forward, man, hey, y'all quit trying to demand he go and do something that will just be stupid and he just mess up the deal. You know what I mean? Just don't do it. I think Crawford's doing the right thing. He ain't messing his money up. Y'all keep cool. More to come. You know, there's always a change to the change. Getting ready to go out here and jog, right? Keep cool. I'm in the breeze.